Silva next week. Wicked Havoc.
Eric the Ghost Silva. If there's one thing I admire about you, is your intelligence. There was a chaotic situation with no number one contender, and you finessed your way into that. Now, why would you come after me as champion when this whole deal started with you? This whole deal started with you telling me that I need to stop complaining and show results. I took you up on that offer. Here's the result. The result was bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies until I got this championship. What didn't make sense was when I started this whole put people in the hospital campaign, you didn't like it. But I was taking a page out of your notebook. When you and the left-hand path first got here years ago, y'all waged a war. Complete chaos over this. And even though you wasn't the team captain, you showed no mercy and took out any and everybody with no hesitation. It made you the most feared man on this roster, and eventually that fear turned into respect. Now, I didn't respect you because I feared you. I respected you because I liked what you did. I like how you took those people out. I didn't like it at first, but then I had to think to myself, what would motivate him to do that? So now I'm gonna break the fourth wall. After I thought about that, I decided to reach out to you and have you as my mentor for a while. I decided to pick your brain and learn your ways in this ring. When I first started wrestling, I just wanted to be a good wrestler. But after watching you for several years, I wanted to be a killer. People respect you to be a killer, but when I do it, it's a problem. Not only did they have a problem, not only did the locker room have a problem, you had a problem. You thought I was just pretending. You thought it was a phase. And you had to learn the hard way when I kicked you in your skull 20 times, and then I did the same to your manager. Then came bodies on top of bodies. Then came the Pro South Championship. Then people still try to come for this title, and they have to learn the hard way what happens when you try to take this from me. They get beat down, and they get beat down bad. Next week, me and you, we gonna go to war. We've been to war in the past. This ain't gonna be no easy feat, I know that. But I know you're gonna try to take me out. But I gotta take you out first. It won't be the same from last time. This time, I won't make you a part-time. This time, I'm gonna take you out for good.
Matthias doesn't look happy.
Will allow me to retort, Whatley. You didn't say one thing during that entire monologue that I disagreed with. But you had a few questions, and if you think hard enough, you'll have the answers to those questions. Question number one, why would I decide to come after you for that title? And part B to that question is, or maybe not a question, but a statement, is how I finessed my way into the title picture. I got an issue with that word finesse. See, I didn't finesse anything. I earned that spot. How did I earn that spot? By being a killer. One man in this company, Whatley, has held that title longer than me. If there's ever a two, I can assure you, Brandon Whatley, it will not be you. Now, why would I come after you? You answered your own question. In short or in simple terms, I made your ass. This entire run, you should dedicate to me. Did I do some things at Pro South that I'm not proud of? Sure. But I'm proud of most of it. Why? Because it propelled me to the ground that I now stand on. Everything I did was in service to progressing and furthering my career. When it comes to being a part-timer, you gotta understand, see, life punched me in the mouth a lot harder than you ever could. If we're being honest, I'm living on borrowed time. 6 months ago, I almost flatlined in that hospital back in Riverdale. So when I see you running amok here in Pro South and using the ghost tactics, yes, part of me applauds you, but the other part, I would say it's professional jealousy. I'm extremely proud of what you've done and how you've done it. But I have no problem standing here looking you in your eyes and telling you that you don't do any of that better than I do. So, I know you might have a plan to take me out first. Shoot your shot, but you best not miss. Because everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
One of the truest statements of all time. Those are 100% facts. Where's Matthias going? Matthias walking from commentary. What is Matthias doing? Matthias going out to the ring. Matthias, don't get hurt. Don't go out there.
Thank you, brother. Speaking of plans, speaking of getting punched in the mouth, Brandon Whatley, if you've been watching over the last almost a year now, you've known that over there at commentary, I've been extraordinarily complimentary of you and your skills.
That's true.
That right there on your shoulder, the Pro South Championship, Big Blue, that is the biggest, grandest prize Pro South has to offer, and that is something you should be proud of. You have earned it. From the time you stood in here, you took on last year at anniversary, you and Sean Christopher damn near killed each other. You, at Valentine's Day Massacre, you took that title away from the champion of champions, Damian Seratone. I've sat here, I've watched you have wars with Joe Black. I've seen you go unchained. I've seen you no ropes, Kumite, blood sport match. I've seen you take on every comer, each and every challenger that has stood up to you has been put down hard. But Brandon, there's one thing that all of those matches have in common. And Brandon, for every single one of those matches, right over there at the commentation station, I have been watching you. I have been studying your every move, Brandon. I've watched where you attack. I've watched and studied when you run away. I've watched when you pull your tricks, when you break the rules, when you bend them, and when you take advantage. Brandon Whatley, there is a plan in store for Wicked Havoc, and you are looking at it. Brandon Whatley, Eric the Ghost Silva, plans to bring every weapon at his disposal and break them over that dome of yours. And he's got one more weapon you had not expected. Because for the last year, I've been in semi-retirement on commentary, where I'm no threat to anyone, where I'm just talking, cracking jokes, making fun of James Hardy every time I get. The Wicked Havoc, make no mistake, Brandon, I will be ringside. I will have my eyes on you. I will stop your tricks. No, you call yourself the Serpent Assassin. Brandon, the only good serpent, the only good snake is a dead snake. You will not be pulling any of your ridiculousness. No, pulling the referee, bringing out those nunchucks. No, I've got my eyes on you. I will be ringside at the side of my brother. And Brandon, I know plans, this and that. It doesn't matter what's planned, because like brother said, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. So I won't worry about plans. I'll tell you what's going to happen. Spoiler alert for Wicked Havoc. It ends with you being dragged, kicking and screaming down the left hand path.
We knew it was a matter of time before the fight broke out. Matthias breaking out the voice, saying it is a spoiler alert, letting Brandon Whatley know exactly what's going to happen at Wicked Havoc. And Sleazy C now making his way to the ring. Sleazy C all over Eric the Ghost Silva. Harley trailing behind.
The fight has broken out. There will be a fight next week.
And there's Cameron Keast making this a 2-on-2. The odds are now even. A lot of bad blood between these four individuals, but there's still one on each side. Christian Pierce out here.
Christian Pierce.
Shean out here.
Sean Christopher. Santiago. Whatley and Silva still fighting at ringside.
And we are underway.
Our main event is underway.
Pierce and Christopher, bad blood between those two as well.
I had to leave the ringside area for a minute.
I heard the voice, the Matthias voice.
Had to let Brandon Whatley know what's coming.
The kip up Enzingiri. The hardest part of the ring, taking out Pierce.
The hardest part of the ring, Cameron Keast's foot.
Able to get his foot up. Cam with a swing and miss. Big right hand, slimy, sleazy.
Damian Seratone at ringside now.
Coming for a closer look.
Maybe I should have stayed at ringside for Silva.
I thought for sure you were going to.
Well, that's next week. I've still got a job to do.
That's not your contract. You still got to pay, I see. And once again, we had to take another shot at James Hardy.
Any chance.
How'd it feel to be ringside again? You could feel it. I could see it in your face.
I missed it. I've been over here. I love my time over here, but I've been over here too long. Wicked Havoc. I'll be ringside alongside Eric Silva. But right now, Cameron Keast is in a bad way, in a wrong corner.
Bunn giving a Native American burn across the top rope to Cameron Keast's forehead. Right hand after right hand. That caught the jaw of Christian Pierce. The finger snaps against the finger snaps.
Is Sleazy C gonna get the birthday present of getting to put a beating on Cameron Keast? We'll see.
Butterfly suplex taking Cam down. Shean reaching for the tag. Ghost reaching for the tag. Whatley stopping that. Said you were going to shoot Brandon Whatley in the forehead.
I said I was going to take all those weapons and bust him over his dome. I didn't. And you never know what's going to come. I gave a spoiler. I didn't spoil the whole thing. We'll see what happens next week.
I like a good spoiler.
Well, some people make promises. I just give spoilers.
Behind the referee's back, Sleazy C and Christian getting a few hits in on Cameron Keast. The tag to Sleazy C. Now standing on the throat. Tag to Christian Pierce. Atonement 1-0 tonight. Can they make it 2-0? Adding to their repertoire, adding to the reputation which precedes them, Texas Rodeo. Christian pie facing. Eric Silva drawing him in.
We've got Atonement and the House of Harley in this match. Caeden Ooten. Pierce told him to put the boot up. Now Caden's just getting a good stretch.
Got to, it's hot dog yoga.
Hot dog Yoda, that's an entirely different.
That's members only. Cannonball
Nobody
home. This could be the opening Cam needs.
Harley pulling the referee.
Santiago missing the tag. All Cam has to do is roll up under the ropes and it can be constituted as a tag.
Whatley pulling Cameron Keast, so he's forcing him to stay in the ring.
Sleazy C getting a few shots in on his former father figure. Kick right to the injured arm of Cameron Keast. That arm almost snapped last week by the mongrel Britt Jackson. You see he's got it taped up, showing the remnants of that match. The tag to Sleazy C, the powerhouse.
Cameron Keast, as you mentioned, brought up that injured arm, the remnants of the battle against the mongrel.
There's no way Cam's 100%.
Managed to pull, Jackson. Oh, I got something in my throat. Hold on.
Is that Matthias' voice still?
Yeah, I can't hold that up for long.
And there's the tag to Sean Christopher.
Cut off my point before I could even make it.
Sean, a house of fire.
King of the Dead rolling all over everybody.
Meteora knee took Sleazy C down. There he is, bend over backwards. Got the stare at him.
Running splash in the corner. Drops him across the middle rope. Sean Christopher dives on Brandon Whatley.
Right out here in front of us. And he's back to his feet, shoulder to Sleazy C. Rotation in. One-legged drop kick.
Single leg drop kick, folded him up. Christopher's calling for Dirty Pretty already.
Can he get it?
Oh, Damian Serotonin acted like he was going to come up.
Pierce stops them dead in their tracks.
Boot right to the kidneys.
You know he loved that. He loved feeling that. Christian loves showing off when he shows up.
Even better when he can get here on time.
Well, you know, he's like Jesus. He may not come when he called, but he's always on time.
Holly Haven, we saw her finally got all that cake cleaned off of her face.
Now Shean desperately has to make a tag. Silva's fired up. Silva wants that tag. Wants it so bad he can taste it. Like the melted ice cream cake all over the place. Big punches from Sleazy C.
Sleazy C loves that big right hand.
No one does it better.
Big kick in the corner.
Kick for your troubles and a clothesline for your finest wine. Shean has to make the tag.
Eric Silva has yet to get into this match.
That could be a good thing. Both men down. Santiago looking for a 10 count. That constitutes a tag. Silva in. Pierce in. Pierce down.
Chop to the throat. Nobody home. Up and over. Take the legs out.
And Bun goes
Silva
out.
and Whatley. Silva counters. If anybody has a counter for those educated feet, it might be Eric Silva.
Straight kick to the chest.
Squashes him.
A lesser man would have been knocked out with that. Silva stalking him like a big cat.
This is Silva talking trash to Brandon Whatley.
He has to turn around. He doesn't see who's behind him.
Silva laser focused on Whatley.
Pushing him to the outside. Both men go tumbling out. Sean Christopher, he's going for the loaded gun suplex. Loaded gun complex on Sean Christopher. Sean Christopher's out.
Oh, Cameron Keast is in.
The Keast infection. And the stretch, he's got him.
He's got the Koji clutch.
Everybody hitting their favorite moves. Everybody hitting a finisher.
Born again Christian Garrett.
And we have to throw out the match. Interference by Born Again Christian Garrett after the loaded gun complex. I thought for sure Sleazy C was going to win this. And the Keast infection not enough to keep him down.
Your winners
Is he
of the
gonna
match
hug the
by
sun?
way of disqualification.
Hug the sun!
The team of Cameron Keast, Sean Christopher, and Eric the Ghost Silva.
Thank you, Justin. Justin on the microphone. Amethyst.
Pump kick to Sleazy C.
She has a little something for Born Again after the match this evening. A little retribution, maybe. Getting her in spot. Harley holding the feet. She stomped on her hands.
Christian Garrett not done with her.
Kick to the gut. Version of the twisting neck breaker by Amethyst. And Damien finally in the ring.
Champion of champions.
The Pretty Hate Machine. Atonement 2-on-1.
Uh-oh. Christian Pierce.
And Pierce and Amethyst have some bad blood going way back.
Pierce got his new girl, Roxanne, with him.
They wanted their 7 pounds of flesh. They got it. The pretty hate machine Atonement standing tall in the ring by themselves.
It's the other guy.
Jefferson's out here, and he's taken out.
All hell is breaking loose out here.
Kamikaze taking out William with the briefcase. Ace Haven out here.
Ace Haven going to town on Kamikaze. Oh, in comes Bobcat.
Bobcat's out here. Double drop kick. High and low drop kick to Kamikaze. It is a fight. If this any retaliation we have to see Wicked Havoc next week, what will that have in store? Ladies and gentlemen, what did we just witness? Next week, Wicked Havoc for Matthias Darkthorn.
And Wicked Nemesis. Now it's Silva and Whatley at it.
This has been episode 653, Last Rites.
Next week is Wicked Havoc. Make sure you don't miss it. Eric Silva versus Brandon Whatley for the Pro South Championship.
Call your mom, your dad, your side chick, your side man. I feel like I'm taking mushrooms.
Oh, Whatley
with a Pele to the back of the head. And our champion standing strong. We got to get out of here. We got to leave. Episode 653, Last Rites. They're still fighting.
They're right out in front of us. Fighting up the rampway.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Get him, brother. Hit him. Hit him back.
You've witnessed Last Rites, Wicked Havoc next week. Good night and good luck.
We're going to need it.
I'm out of breath.
Oh, it still hasn't.
Caeden's here, the stamp of approval on Whatley. He's out.
Don't forget about me, Whatley.
Said, don't forget about me.
Call your mom. Drink lots of water. Good night. Good luck.
Sean Christopher.
He is out. He may be busted open. We just witnessed war.
Damian Seratone rolling up the sleeves after cracking Sean Christopher over the head with Roxanne.
This is what they want from you. They don't want you to join. You can admit one. But now, you look to the trees.
Somebody help him. This has gotten out of hand. This is uncalled for.
Ravenna Vane nowhere to be seen.
Those bastards.
Damian Seratone has a dangerous look in his eye. I don't think he's quite done with him. Seratone headed to the back, clearly looking for plunder. Meanwhile, Christian Pierce jaw-jacking, talking trash to Sean Christopher.
This has gone too far. This is too far. Oh, God. Oh, God, we're going to get demonetized.
What is that in his hand?
It's a crown of barbed wire. Not like this. Not like this.
He has.
Damn it, Damien, no!
He has a crown of barbed wire and a hammer in his head, in his hands.
And handcuffs.
He's handcuffing him. I'm not even saying words now. He's handcuffing him. There we go. Try it again. Double up on him. Making sure he's not breaking out.
There are kids here. There are kids here. This is a family show. They're going to crucify Sean Christopher. Edit this out.
They are handcuffing him up between the ropes, tying him up here.
For those with a weak heart, look away.
And all of you get to watch this. Watch your Savior, Sean Christopher. This is what it feels like to atone, ladies and gentlemen.
Just stop it. Stop it. Good God, stop it.
Damien Serotonin repeating, what is a king without his crown?
He is hammering it onto his forehead, onto his head. Oh my God.
Come on, back in to save you. Back in to save you.
Hammering a crown of barbed wire into the forehead.
Where are your angels at, huh? Where are your angels to save you? Oh, Savior.
You can hear a pin drop in here right now. Jesus wept, and so did Sean Christopher.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wicked Havoc is next week. Damien Serotonin, Sean Christopher buried alive.
Demons to some, angels to others.